All right, guys, it's Monday, flash update time. Let's get through this as quick as we can. Bitcoin has managed to close at a record weekly close there, 19.3-ish, depending on different exchanges. Now we've only got that week all-time high around 20K. Again, slightly different per exchange, but we are chopping around. So, look, I said the other day that I'm a little bit cautious here because I think everyone else is come to agreement, consensus that it's a bull market. We can only go higher. If you're going to try and short, you're an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Yet all those people were saying that we weren't going to get through 10K. Then it was 12K. Then it was 14K. Then it was the weekly resistance at 16. And during that time, we were talking about these parabolas. Now, we had a big throwback here, and I think that was people getting out of their positions. We know that long-term holders, 10% of Bitcoins have changed hands in the last few months. That's a lot. But what people I don't think were expecting, even those whales that were selling finally, was that there was just such strong buying from institutions and OTC. And that's the hard thing to read. That's what I can't get through my data. Glassnode, sentiment, crypto quant, all that information and research that I subscribe to. Things like active addresses. They're at the same number as we were when price was down at 13 or 14K. So there's a lot of mixed messages about what is going on, and it's hard to choose a direction. I use every little bit of information I can. I shared the order book today. That's filled up a little bit. There's a bit of support now. Ethereum and Bitcoin. There's still a lot of coins to get through if we're going to burst through those 19s up towards 20K. But yeah, you just got to use everything at your disposal to try and form a picture and a thesis. Now, the big driver, which I don't think people are pricing in at all at the moment still, is the US dollar. So it's been in free fall for days or even weeks now. Look at that, just about the whole year. And we've been looking for a bit of a bottom or a bit of a bounce. And this is a nice reversal pattern. If this can close green, that's definitely a reversal pattern. And that could send us back up here to these regions where we just kept bouncing before we finally broke down. So that's only about a 1% or so move. But think about that trillion dollar market that we talk about, Forex and bonds and all that. So what happens when the US dollar goes up sharply? Well, gold falls. Everything is priced in US dollars in these global markets. Stock markets, maybe they're getting a little bit toppy. Wasn't the prettiest close towards the end of last week? Weekly, it just is. A lot of these things just seem so stretched. I went through all the data in the Sunday night video about retail traders, the options, the positioning of traders. They're record short the US dollar, or record long the euro, I should say, that can cause a squeeze, but also short the actual dollar. So there's a lot of market mechanisms which are going to cause volatility, and just I don't think people are priced in. Everyone's on one side of the boat. A lot of the euphoria has died down. These volumes that PayPal's doing has dropped back down to before the PayPal announcement. All these institutions and that euphoria we've heard about, they've probably already bought now, and they're going to close down. Those family offices, a lot of the big private firms and funds, they all closed down over December, New Year's period. So I know traditionally it's a good time of year and this, that, and the other, but I think that you need sustained momentum, euphoria, fresh money, constantly telling their friends about it. And at the moment, we're not getting the stimulus packages and the relief that families need in the US, for example. Remember how they all used that $1,200 to buy Bitcoin back at the start of the year? The opposite of that is now starting to happen in a lot of countries around the world where stimulus is rolling off. So I just don't think it's this straight up story that some people are expecting. Maybe we have one more attempt and we grab that liquidity, get everyone super excited that, the greatest bull market of all times here, we're above 20K, that means we're going straight to 50K, then 100K. I just don't believe that. I think a shock to the system would be actually having a bit of some downside here and giving the market a reality check. So some quick thoughts from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that. Just quickly, there's half of our tickets for our launch have sold out. If you're looking for one of them, jump in. But otherwise, I will talk to you again soon. Cheers.